Yo, what's going on, you guys? My name is Owen and welcome back to another video. So for this week's video, I decided to do another monthly favorites video, this time for the month of October. I know we're already like halfway through November, but I wanted to recap last month for you guys. If you haven't seen one of my monthly favorites videos before, basically I split it up into 3 parts. The first part is going to be all about fashion and clothing. I'm going to be showing you guys all these recent pickups that I got. And the second portion of the video is going to be some of my TV and movie favorites. And then to finish off the video with the third portion, it's going to be some of my music favorites, where I'm going to play you guys 5 of my favorite songs from the past month. If you guys do enjoy these videos, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like down below, as it helps me out so much. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And without further ado, let's hop right into the pickups. So the first pickup I want to show you guys is probably one of the most recognizable items from this selection I got going on right here. And it is going to be this fleece jacket. Fleece jackets are extremely popular right now. A ton of brands are doing fleece jackets, and this is by far one of my favorites I've seen out there. So what we have right here is a Kapital fleece jacket. You guys know I'm a big Kapital person. I used to be huge into Kapital. I've definitely cooled down quite a bit, but they've recently been dropping a lot of nice stuff. I believe this item is called the Damask fleece. They released this pattern in 2 different variations. The one I have right here is the anorak style with the half or quarter button collar, whereas the other variation has a zipper that goes all the way down the front and then 2 pockets on the side. This one doesn't have any pockets, which I'm a little sad about, not gonna lie. I wish it did have pockets. That way it'd be a little bit more functional. But it is a really sick piece, and I do prefer the snap collar over the full zip. But to go over some of the details about it, it features an extremely soft fleece, and then it has this printed pattern. It's kind of like a paisley mixed with like an old style floral design. The base is like this tan cream, and then it has the pattern printed in this navy blue. The pattern goes all the way onto the backside and onto the sleeves, and it does feature a mock neck style collar. And I also really like the design along the button snap collar. I just think that's a really beautiful design. It does have the tight ribbing along the cuffs and along the hem, so it keeps you nice and warm. And then it also has the Kapital tag right there, which is like a tiger kind of stretched out like a rug. I caught this piece because I really like the pattern. I think it's very unique, especially for a fleece jacket. I didn't really have anything like this in my wardrobe, plus I felt like it really fit in with my style. It's super wearable with a ton of colors and silhouettes. For sizing, I did go with a size 4, which equates to like a US extra large, but since Kapital is a Japanese brand, generally you want to size up 1 size because everything fits a little bit smaller. So this fits more like a roomy large, I'd say. To continue along with the Kapital stuff, I do have one more item I want to show you guys. This one is a slight disappointment for me, I'm not gonna lie. This piece is absolutely beautiful though. This is a Kapital fleece vest. This is like vertical stripes in different shades of blue and cream. It just flows so well together. Goes onto the back side like that. And the front side has these nylon pockets, again with the vertical stripe detailing. Printed in a little bit of a different style. And these zippers have the little leather tassels on them, which is beautiful. The only downside about this vest though is that it's slightly too small for me. You guys will see what it looks like in the on body. I feel like if I went with a size 3 or 4, it fits so much better than a size 2. So if anyone out there has a size 3 or 4, please let me know and I'd gladly purchase it off of you. I also really like the red interior too, even though you don't see the inside too much when you wear it. I just think it's a nice pop of color. It really helps the item stand out. Plus I don't own a lot of vests, so it's kind of cool as a layering piece. You can style it in a bunch of different ways than you could with a full jacket. The pockets are really interesting too. They're kind of like a teardrop shape. They're not like a perfect square. They're a little bit angled. These 3 on the front have these zippers, so your hands can kind of go in nicely, but then they also open up at the top, and then for some reason this one doesn't. I guess it's just for a little bit of asymmetry. I don't remember how much I got this piece for. Again, I really wish I got a size 3 or 4. It's very unfortunate, but it is such a beautiful piece nonetheless, and I will try to style it in some way. It just might look a little weird. Moving right along, I think I will touch on these jeans right here. They're basically the same pair of jeans, just 2 different colorways. I'll just talk about them one after another. So both these jeans are from a brand that I've been a huge fan of as of recent. And the brand is called Jacquemus. I talked about their boots in my shoe collection video if you guys want to go check that out. But these jeans have been an absolute staple in my wardrobe as of recent. They're super easy to wear, they're extremely comfortable, and they're well worth the price tag in my opinion. Jacquemus is a designer brand. They're generally known for their women's stuff, but I'm a huge fan of their men's stuff. I think their men's stuff is on par with the women's. To go over some of the details about the jeans, these are like a workwear inspired pair of jeans. So the base of the jeans is this really soft denim. It almost doesn't feel like denim because it's so soft, but it's kind of like this charcoal gray, like really dark gray. And it has the white contrast stitch detailing, which really helps the jeans pop out. You guys can see the contrast stitch on the back side too. It's a classic 5-pocket style where you have 2 pockets on the back and then 3 on the front. Right there, and then a little, I think it's a pocket wash pocket right there. And then where the jeans really get interesting is the workwear inspired paneling. Around the thigh area is where this really thick nylon material is sewn on top of the jeans, and then it goes all the way down and finishes off at the hem. And then the back side has the same material except it ends just below the knee, which is very reminiscent of workwear pants. It's for protection of your knees, so you can like get on your knees without like putting a hole in your jeans. Even though I don't think people are going to be doing construction or work in these jeans, I think they're beautiful. I love the coloring. I forgot to mention that the front panel on this pair is like it's kind of bordering a tan and green, I'd say. And then on the back side you have like a white leather patch which has the Jacquemus logo, but it's like metallic lettering that kind of stick off from their 3D, which is really sick. I hope they don't fall off. I don't know how they're attached on there, but they look like they're not gonna fall off. This is the first pair that I got. And then the second pair I got is this one right here. This is a slightly different colorway. The base portion of the jeans is this really, really dark navy, again with the contrast stitch detailing. And then on this pair, the paneling is done in this more vibrant blue, and then again it ends just below the knee. I really couldn't decide between these two pairs. I love them both so much. Even though they're extremely similar, I think they pair up with different outfits. These jeans did cost quite a bit because they are a designer brand, obviously, but they're well worth it in my opinion. I've worn these so much. These are definitely one of my most worn items from the past couple months. The next item I'll talk about is this t-shirt right here. I actually got quite a few t-shirts, but I don't want to show you guys all of them just because that would get really boring. But this is one of my favorites that I got recently. This is a vintage Russell Athletics t-shirt. You guys know that I've been a huge fan of vintage Russell tees as of recent. This one right here actually is another vintage Russell tee. I was scouring eBay for some nice vintage Russell t-shirts with like cool graphics. And I stumbled across this one right here, which is a ringer t-shirt. So it does have the colored hem along the sleeves and then along the collar too. This t-shirt right here is like a heather tan. I thought online it was a heather gray, but it's more like a sandy tan color, which is really cool. This one is a size XL, but with vintage Russell t-shirts, definitely size up like 1 or 2 sizes because they fit really small. And this one right here has a little print on the chest that says St. Lawrence Wrestling School. Very random, but I love that graphic. I love the color too. It just stands out perfectly on this t-shirt. I think ringer t-shirts are great. They're a little bit more interesting than a basic t-shirt. I think I got this t-shirt for around $15 or $20. So a great deal. I'm super happy with it. Again, I have a bunch more of these. I just don't want to crowd a whole video with t-shirts. I think that'd get a little boring. But yeah, just a nice little vintage Russell Athletics number. And then I will show you guys this right here. A lot of you guys know what this is already. I wore it in my last video. A lot of you guys were calling it out in the comments. This is a Vujade Heather Gray Crewneck. Such a sick piece. I really love this piece. It's like a great essential in my wardrobe. It's so easy to throw on. It goes with so many different outfits. Vujade is owned by Ken, who's another YouTuber. He does a lot of really cool vlogs around the Japan area. And he recently released his own brand, and he had I think 3 items in the whole collection, and this one is by far my favorite. It's pretty traditional and simple. It's a heather gray crew neck with a slightly oversized boxy fit to it, and then it has the raglan sleeves, whereas normal sleeves, like where it ends at the shoulder area, is a set-in sleeve. I'm definitely a fan of raglan sleeves. It's such a nice look. And then my favorite detail is probably the paint splattering going all over the sweatshirt. It goes onto the front side, it goes on to the sleeves, and then it also goes on to the back side as well. It's really simple. It gives it a vintage touch. There's a lot of character put in. All the paint splattering is done by hand, and it's done to like a specific pattern. So Ken knows exactly where to put the paint, what colors to put where. It's very meticulous, and I love this piece. I'm not sure what the ounceage is on it, but it is a French Terry, which I prefer over a fleece. Yeah, it's a great crew neck. I wear it a lot. I believe it's sold out. I don't think there's anything left on the web store, and I can't wait to see what he does next. And moving on to a pair of jeans right here. A lot of you guys were asking about these jeans, like what they were exactly. So this right here is a pair of the Levi's LC Collection, which is the Levi's vintage clothing collection. This is a re-edition pair of 501s from 1976. So Levi's recently released a collection where they re-edition old silhouettes, because even though these are a pair of 501s, which you can still buy today, the 501 shape and silhouette has changed quite a bit over the years. I was looking through the whole selection that they had, and this pair right here, which is the 1976 pair, really stood out to me. I love the fit, and they all come in this raw state where it's not washed or anything, it's just raw denim. And then all the jeans are selvage too, which you guys can see on the hem right there. I think it's a great look. I've been wearing these a lot, trying to break them in. I want to get nice whiskering going on these. but that obviously requires a lot of wear. I believe this denim is 12 ounces, so not their heaviest, but also not their lightest by any means. It definitely has a lot of thickness to it, which I like when it comes to a pair of jeans. I also did purchase the 1936 Levi's Type 1 jacket, again from the LVC collection. It's with a friend right now, so I don't have it with me, but it's a very sick jacket, and I wish I could show it off along with this pair of jeans because I feel like it pairs up so nicely. But it is a really cool jacket, and I will show you guys very soon. The second to last item that I want to show you guys is this necklace right here. A ton of you have been asking what this necklace is and where can you get it. So this right here is a keychain necklace from Hermes. This is from 1998 when Margiela was designing at Hermes, and it's such a beautiful piece. It's also a beautiful collection too. Basically, it's a leather flap that's sewn on itself right there. It opens up at the bottom, and that's where you attach your keys. The keys are on these leather straps that have a ring on the end, and then that's where you put your own keychain on there. I've just got 2 keys on there right now. I did a few different colorways too. The one I was after specifically was this brown colorway. I'm very happy I got it. These were extremely hard to find. There is also a black colorway, but that's all that I know of. They might have done a couple more. But this is by far my favorite. The main reason why I got it is because it looks nice. I think it's such a cool accessory. It's a little bit more interesting than a silver chain. It also has that Americana look to it, which looks nice. It also pairs up nice with this necklace right here. I'm just gonna leave it on while I talk about the last couple items, which are paired up together. So what I have right here is a 2-piece suit from Noah, New York. In the past few months, I've been releasing a lot of cool stuff. I'm a huge fan of what they've been doing. And what we have right here is a wool cashmere blend suit. These do come separately on the web store, but I wanted to get both items. So this right here is a double-breasted sport coat or blazer, and it's such a sick pattern. It's got this plaid that's very subtle. It's brown primarily, but then it has hints of like this teal, like a mustard yellow, and then a red that strike through. The idea for this jacket was that they wanted to create something that looked like your grandfather passed down a suit onto you, and they absolutely nailed it. It definitely has that grandpa look to it, which is super sick. Definitely gives me professor vibes, and I feel like a professor when I wear this. The suit is made to extremely high quality standards. I love the lining on the inside. It's extremely comfortable. And this is kind of like my first suit too. I never really purchased a suit before, so I didn't know what to do for sizing, but I went very in depth with the measurements I had online, and I eventually went with a size 40, and it fits great. It definitely has a wider fit to it, but that's intended. And I love how they styled it on their website too. It's just such a beautiful item. And then I also got the matching pair of pants, which is the single pleat chinos. Again, it uses that same wool cashmere blend plaid for the base of the pants, and it's such a beautiful pattern, especially on pants. I bought both pieces of the suit for a couple of reasons. One, I want to wear it all together, go for the full professor look. And the second reason why is because I feel like these items can be styled separately and they would look great. Imagine this pair of pants right here with the vintage tee. You're good to go just with that. And then imagine this with like a pair of jeans. It's such a good look. I think these items are beautiful. I'm definitely gonna be purchasing more Noah stuff in the future. Great message behind the brand too. This is a suit that I'm hopefully gonna have for the rest of my life. I do not see myself getting rid of this anytime soon. Plus, it'd be kind of hard to sell a suit. And that is gonna wrap up the clothing portion of the video. And next, let's get into some movies. I haven't been watching a ton of movies recently, but there's one movie that I watched that is by far one of my favorite all-time movies, which is kind of rare for me. Normally, like new movies don't stand out to me as being my favorite movie or like in my top 5, I'd say. But one movie did come out kind of recently. It's called Parasite. It's a Korean movie. It's not the anime about the alien. Without giving away too much, because I definitely recommend watching the movie yourself. Basically, it's about 2 families in Korea. There's one family that's extremely poor. It's 4 people living in a super tiny apartment. It's a mother, a father, a daughter, and a son. The daughter and son are around like 21, 22 years old. And then the rich family is a mother and father, and they have a little boy. And then they have a girl that's in high school. The movie is primarily about the poor family and how they're just trying to make it in the world. They're trying to get jobs, they're trying to make some money, they're trying to get out of like this shithole of an apartment that they have. And the son of the poor family gets the opportunity to tutor for the rich family through a mutual connection. He's able to be an English tutor for the high school daughter of the rich family, and he's able to make some money through there. And then the poor family kind of comes up with this really elaborate strategy in order to have their whole family work for the rich family, but without the rich family knowing that they're all related, because obviously there'd be a lot of issues if one family is entirely working for another family. I'm gonna stop it right there, but basically shit really hits the fan. This movie goes to areas you would not expect a movie like this to go to. It's got elements of horror, drama, lots of suspense, a lot of comedic moments, a lot of really sad moments, but it's such a beautiful movie. It's so well told. I think the storytelling is amazing. Definitely go check it out. So to finish off the video with my music favorites, I'm gonna play you guys a quick like 5-second snippet from 5 of my favorite songs from October. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Could you tell where my head was at when you found me? Me and you went to hell and back just to find peace.
I walk slow down where we'd go, where we've gone for so long, where you and I come from.
In the shadows he saw 4 eyes lit by fire, fire.
It's been a minute since you saw me. I've been thinking about you slowly. I've been drinking, I've been poorly.
Will I get up and down and very close to people's lives? You've got some things you can't erase.
That's going to be it for my monthly favorites for October. I want to have a little bit of a discussion with you guys down in the comments. If you guys have seen Parasite, I want to talk about the movie down below. And if you haven't seen it, just go watch it right now. And then let's talk about it in the comments. And that's going to be it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Have a good day, you guys. Peace out. See you next time.